then the Lekki incident. Like Honorable Desmond did mention, the social influencers did not help matter. They aggravated and catalyzed the destruction of Lagos. In fact, the way and manner it was put on social media, I could not even eat. I was down. I was very, very sad. I thought what we had, we cannot have less than 300 or 1,000 people who had died from such whatever. I was so down. But thanks to their age mate, they started putting the thing in perspective. The age that you said was dead is so and so place. There is so and so, so and so place, and there was no answer. But then the damage had been done before they started putting this out. The damage had been done, everything. The carnage, the killing, the maiming had been done. Why we must say that we must commiserate with all those who lost their life, either pre the Lekki or after, or even during whatever brutality that must have been meted out by the police. We must compensate with them. We must also, going forward, appeal to the Commission of Inquiry to do all that it could to make sure that there is disclosure, there is investigation, there is healing, and this thing is brought to closure, so to speak.
Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria. If we don't start now. The youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest. Those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change government. It's called your P.
Look at the children these days, the youths. I like your submission, Mr. Speaker, that it is not unemployment that should be the bane or the reason why youths will come out and begin to misbehave. There are unemployments in so many countries of the world, even in the United States. I schooled in the UK, and I saw a lot of young people who were not employed, but they didn't become hoodlums. Why can't we look inwards and look for solutions to our problems? Why can't the young people look within themselves, look for their talents? Even if as graduates, what stops you from becoming a designer or a professional tiler or what have you, and make a brand of it? There is no excuse for being a hoodlum. Mr. Speaker, I think it is about time. I mentioned this on the floor of the House. Ab initio, we became members of the Ninth Assembly, that the National Orientation Agency needs to set to work. We need to begin to orientate our young people. They need people who can talk to them from time to time. They are high on drugs all the time, most of them. They go to social media, they do all sorts of things. I'm even scared to give my young children phones because I'm scared I don't know what they would see on the social media. It's that bad. We need to set the National Orientation Agency to work. The Nigerian National Population Commission. We need to have data. We need to have statistics of our citizens. We need to know who is what and where. We need to be able to identify our people. And Mr. Speaker, this is my humble submission in conjunction with what Honorable Rotimi Olowo has said, that a committee be set up to look into this carnage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to align myself totally with the prayers of the Deputy Speaker as far as this petition is concerned. I also want to express my heartfelt condolences to the families and to the lives that were lost or that have been lost as a result of the nefarious activities of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, also known as SARS. I also want to commend our teeming youth for their peaceful protest that have been going on right now in various states of the Federation. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, the activities of SARS, even though the intent of the unit being brought to life was to maintain security, have actually been taken the other way around. The extrajudicial killings, nefarious activities of SARS really have become something that we all need to watch out for. It has gone beyond just calling hotlines, it's gone beyond having reforms. The National Assembly, as the Deputy Speaker rightly said, really need to look into it. The IG of police seriously must consider we are working for the people. If the unit we've set up is not working for the people and the people are calling for it to be disbanded, then let us do what they are saying. Because the truth is, you can't just arrest people along the road because of the hair they wear or they are carrying laptops. That is not to say we do not have bad people, but yes, because of the lack of training on how to deal civilly with people, we've now come to what we have, what SARS is today. So I totally am in alignment with what the prayers of the Deputy Speaker, and I feel that we should do that expeditiously. Thank you very much, sir.
Honorable 5 years was I watched as people were killed. Let's start from the 20th when it happened. On 20th of October, I was devastated. I stayed all night awake, speaking with Mr. Speaker, and going through our heads. I got to DJ Smith's Switch's Instagram Live. I saw it, but I started getting death threats. So I logged out because the threats were about, oh, you had sent army to go and kill us. And I'm like, oh my God, the thing is changing. It's not about that. So when I got to plenary on Monday, it was the whole emotions that went through. And I saw people killing people. I saw people running away with things. I saw people even on that day of the 20th screaming because I hooked up a bit. If we don't control that narrative, we will not have a country. That was what I meant.